This is 14.2 for client exercise program for a health client. My client is Dave. Here's my evidence to the client consultation. As you can see, it's the PAR-Q and the lifestyle questionnaire. I do this to see if Dave has any past injuries or is on any medication that I'll need to work around when planning his exercise program. By doing a PAR-Q, I'll be able to see what he can and can't do, so I don't want to push him too hard if he has something wrong with him or if he's broken something in the past year. From doing my PAR-Q and my lifestyle questionnaire, I can see that Dave's age 53, he's on CHD medication, he smokes 7 cigarettes a day, drinks 2 pints of beer a week, but he gets under the recommended amount of sleep each week. He doesn't have a physical job and eats 3 meals a day. He broke his arm 2 years ago when he was playing football. Dave's given me some short and long-term targets that he wants to improve on over the next 6 weeks. He wants to lose weight, so his target at the end of the 6 weeks is to lose 3.5 kilograms or even more. He wants to tone up during 6 weeks because he wants his muscles to become more defined. He wants to work on his cardiovascular fitness, and he wants to play football again by the end of the 6 weeks. Prior to any exercise, your client should do a warm-up and a cool-down. So this is to ensure that all the muscles are ready for exercise and it reduces the chance of injury. So warming up before circuit training, the stretches will be to the whole body because it's a whole body circuit training, and he'll need to focus on the majority of his muscles, so you need to work on the upper body and the lower body. Also, he'll need to do a pulse raiser before any of this. Warming up for jogging, you need to do a whole body warm up and a pulse raiser. Warming up for agility, you do a whole body warm up and a pulse raiser. Cool down, after exercise, the client needs to do a cool down so the muscles, and it will prevent an injury. For example, static stretching. If you didn't cool down, you might suffer from DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness. Week 1 of the exercise program. On Monday, Dave will be doing fitness testing so to do this, I'll be able to see where Dave is at with his fitness, and I can judge how hard to push him, as I don't want to push him too much, otherwise he could become demotivated or he could get an injury. Tuesday will be a rest day. As Dave doesn't do much exercise, I don't want to push him too hard and give him too much to do in just the first week. Wednesday will be circuit training. I'm doing this to help Dave improve his cardiovascular fitness and to help him tone up. To improve his cardiovascular fitness and to help him tone up is one of his targets, so I want to put my exercise program around what he wants to improve. So by improving his cardiovascular fitness, that's why I'm going to do circuit training. Thursday will be another rest day. He's got work from 9 till 3 and I don't want to push him too hard. Once again, Friday will be another rest day. Saturday, I'd like him to do a spinning class. I'd like him to do a beginner class, so I don't want him to go above what he's capable of. As he has CHD, I want to work at RPE of the highest 11, so this will prevent him putting too much strain in his heart. By doing a spinning class, this will help with his cardiovascular fitness, but it will also help with his muscular endurance. Sunday will also be another rest day. Week 2 of the exercise program. So on Monday, he works from 9 till 3, and after this, I'd like him to go for a jog. This is once again going to work on his cardiovascular fitness, which is one of his targets. First of all, he's going to do some warm-up, which will be static stretches, a pulse raiser, and then he'll go for his 1 mile jog, walk for a quarter of a mile, and then jog for another mile, and then walk for another quarter, working at 12 RPE. So by doing this, he's not pushing himself too hard, as he never really does any exercise. So by keeping it low, he's not overworking himself. Tuesday will be another rest day. So by doing this, hopefully I'm allowing his muscles to adapt to the exercise that's taking place. Wednesday will be circuit training. Before the circuit training starts, you'll do a whole body warm-up. Station 1 will be bicep curls at 4 kilogram weights. I've upped the weight since last time to make sure that he's progressively overloading with the weights, and therefore his muscles are getting used to having a higher intense weight. Station 2 will be 4 full press-ups. Station 3, 6 squats with 3 kilogram weights. Station 5, 6 sit-ups, and you repeat this circuit 4 times with 2-minute rests and then a cool down afterwards. During this circuit I like him to work at 12 RPE, so I upped that since last time just so he's working that little bit harder. The circuit training will help him with his toning up, which is one of his targets, and it will help him with his cardiovascular fitness. Thursday and Friday are both rest days, so hopefully his muscles will be adapting to what exercise is taking place. Like last week on Saturday, I'd like him to do a beginner's spin class. So before this, he'll do a whole body warm up focusing mainly on the legs. He'll then have the spinning class. He'll cool down, and I want him to work an RPE of 12, and I don't want him to push his heart rate above 90 beats per minute. Because of his CHD, I really don't want his heart rate going over 100 at the start of this training program. So spinning class once again is going to work on his cardiovascular fitness and on his muscular endurance and toning up with his lower half of his body, so it will tone up his legs and his calf muscles. Sunday, he has no work and I'd like him to be a rest day. Now, moving on to week 3. Monday, I'd like him to do a jog. Once again, this is working his cardiovascular fitness. This time making it harder by making him run up a hill. Therefore, not only will he be working on his cardiovascular fitness, it will also help him tone up his muscles on his legs. I don't want him to exceed 100 beats per minute, as I don't want his heart to be put under too much strain. I'm adding a hill so that he doesn't get bored of what he's doing. So on Monday, I'd like him to do a warm-up with stretches, and then go for a 1 mile jog, and then walk for a quarter of a mile, then jog for another mile, and then walk for a quarter of a mile again. After the jog, he will jog up a 50-metre hill opposite the park, working at a heart rate of no more than 100 beats per minute. Tuesday will be circuit training for the whole body. He'll do a whole body warm-up. This will include stretches and a pulse raiser. Station 1 will be bicep curls of 6 kilogram weights. Station 2 will be 5 full press. Station 3 will be 8 squats with 5 kilogram weights. Station 5 will be 8 sit-ups. He'll repeat this circuit 5 times with 2-minute intervals. He'll then do a cool down. I want him to work at 12 to 13 RPE. I've upped the weights again just to make sure that his fitness and his muscles don't plateau. So by upping them each time, it gives them a little more strength in his arms, and hopefully his muscles will increase in size. Because Dave's never done weights before, I'm increasing the weights very, very slowly so that it doesn't cause him any injury or harm. And by only increasing them a little bit at each time, it's hopefully not making his fitness plateau. Wednesday will be a rest day. Thursday will be a walk to work and a jog back from work. This is working his muscular endurance and his cardiovascular fitness. Allowing to walk to work and jog back. So going to work, he's going to take the 3 mile route, working at 12 RPE, and coming back from work, he's going to take the shorter route, working at 14 RPE, so he'll be running for 2 miles. Before this, I'd like him to do a warm-up. Afterwards, I'd like him to do a cool-down. Friday will be a rest day, so that his muscles can adapt to the exercise, and hopefully go under hypertrophy. It's when your muscles increase in size. Saturday, I once again like to do a beginner spin class, and the warm-up will focus on his legs. I'd like him to work at an RP of 13. On Sunday, I'd like him to go for a 3 mile walk. This is something different because I don't want him to get bored of the exercise program we're doing if we're just doing certain activities like circuit training and just going for a jog. So therefore, by going for a walk, he can go wherever he wants for 3 miles. Week 4 of the exercise program. On Monday, I'd like him to go for a jog again. So I'd like him to warm up, and then I'd like him to jog for 1.5 miles and walk for a quarter of a mile, then jog for another mile, then walk for another quarter of a mile. After the jog, he'll go up another 50-metre hill opposite the park, working at a heart rate of no more than 100 beats per minute. Once again, this is working as cardiovascular fitness. Tuesday will be circuit training. So once again, I've upped the amount he's doing and upped the weights. So station 1, 10 bicep curls with 8 kilogram weights. Station 2, 8 full press-ups. Station 3, 10 squats with 8 kilogram weights. Station 5, 10 sit-ups. I'd like him to repeat the circuit 4 times with 1 minute intervals. I've reduced it to only 1 minute intervals just to make it a little bit harder for him. I'd like him to work at an RPE of 14. I've upped the RPE because as it's week 4, I feel like he can do a lot better now. Wednesday will be another rest day. Thursday, I'd like him to walk and jog back from work. Once again, this is working on his cardiovascular fitness. So it'll be the same as the previous week, but on the way there, I'd like him to work at an RPE of 13. Friday will be a rest day, so his muscles can adapt. Saturday, I'd like him to do something different this time. I'd like him to do agility/football. I'd like him to do a whole body warm-up, then attend a beginner's football class. This class focuses mainly on agility and ball skills. During the class, I'd like him to work at an RPE of 14. I've chosen to put a beginner's football class in there because one of Dane's aims is to start football again. He knows all the rules as he used to play five-a-side football, so it's just getting him back into it as he hasn't done exercise for a while. Sunday will be another rest day, and he has no work. Once again on Monday, I'd like him to go for a jog. This will be working on his cardiovascular fitness. The jog will be the same as week 4, however, I'd like him to work at a heart rate of no more than 110 beats per minute. Tuesday, I'd like him to do football after his work. So he'll do a whole body warm-up and do football training for a whole hour, working at 15 RPE. Once again, this is helping him with his ball skills and his agility skills, and hopefully they'll play a five-a-side game. Wednesday will be a rest day. It's important to his muscles to allow them to rest so that any tears or anything that's happened during exercise they'll be able to repair. Thursday, I'd like him to walk and jog back from work. However, on the way there, I'd like him to take the 3-mile route, working at an RPE of 13. Coming back from work, take the short route, working at 14 RPE. Once again, it's going to work on his cardiovascular fitness. Friday, I'd like him to walk to and from work. This will just help him stretch out his muscles, but he's still doing exercise. Saturday, I'd like him to do his agility and football class. So he'll do a whole body warm-up, then attend a beginner's football class. This class focuses mainly on agility and ball skills. During the class, I'd like him to work at an RPE of 15. Sunday will be another rest day. So the final week of the exercise program, week 6, I've changed it up a bit because I don't want Dave to be getting bored of the activities we've been doing. So on Monday, I'd like him to do circuit training, whole body circuit training. So you do a warm-up. Station 1 will be 12 bicep curls with 8 kilogram weights. Station 2 will be 6 full press-ups. Station 3 will be 10 squats with 7 kilogram weights. Station 5 will be 10 sit-ups, and you'll repeat the circuit 5 times with 2-minute intervals. You'll then do a cool down and like him to work at an RPE of 16. Circuit training will help Dave tone up to achieve his target. Tuesday will be football again. It will be the same as the previous week, and I'd like to work at an RPE of 15. Wednesday will be a rest day. Thursday, I'd like him to walk to work and jog back. So I'd like him to take the long route there and the long route back, working at 12 RPE on the way there and 14 RPE on the way back. This will help with his muscle endurance, so it'll help tone the lower legs and help with his cardiovascular fitness. Friday, I'd like him to walk to work and back. Saturday will be agility and football again. So he'll do a whole body warm-up, then attend a beginner's football class. This class focuses mainly on agility and ball skills. During the class, I'd like him to work at an RPE of 16. Heart rate should not exceed 110 beats per minute. By adding in lots of football, hopefully Dave's becoming more motivated to keep exercising. Sunday will be a rest day, but this day I'd like to do some testing. I did some tests with him at the start of the exercise program. I'm testing him again to see if the exercise program has made any difference to Dave's exercise and to his fitness. By doing the tests, I'll be able to see if the exercise program has worked.